Hello, Geeky Dragon again. And before anyone asks, yes, I am mass doing these at mass, recording them, and then setting them up. That way you guys at least have some content just in case when things get hectic around this time of year. You know, near Christmas, and Hanukkah, and there's several other holidays that I don't know about. But I played. We just got done playing the introduction episode. I will state that I believe that I'm either like combining the chapter 0 and chapter 1 together or what, but I feel like something's either missing or different that I just can't place. Without further ado, let's start chapter 1. And yes, between me recording chapter 0 and chapter 1, I got myself some tea, and hopefully my voice does not give out. Hopefully. It's a hot tea, and I sip it. Well, I try to. Pardon my slurps. My throat's already feeling better. Start chapter 1. Lady Arlington stood there for a couple of seconds, the look of utter shock on her face, before quickly composing herself and extending her hand for me to shake. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just been a very stressful day for me. I had an important phone call this morning and meetings this afternoon, and she is rambling. Okay, I feel like she has some connection to our character. Maybe it's our mother. And you'll know why I theorized that today. Another thing is you'll see each one of these are the 10 characters you can get to have a romance with, and you can have same-sex characters, and I really like the idea of that. I personally ain't going to go through it, at least for my first couple of walkthroughs. So, the 5 females, which seem to all be in the middle. It's like there's 2 men here, there's 3 men here, and it's like they're protecting the women. First thing that comes to mind. Mainly because as of right now, none of these characters, when I played the first episode 1 and 2 in beta, none of these characters interested me. But yet, all the guys made, first impressions on me, so it's like, at the very least, I'm going to play, do the rates for all 5 guys. Although, they're going, this game's going to be all in one playlist, so I apologize in advance. I read that right. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just been a very stressful day for me. I had an important phone call this morning and meetings this afternoon, and she trailed off once more as she gazed at me, seemed to lose herself in her thoughts for a second before quickly shaking her head and trying to offer me what I assumed was an attempt at a warm smile. In any case, welcome to Arlington Academy, my dear. It is, of course, an immense pleasure to have you here as part of our student body, and let me assure you, you won't be regretting the decision of joining us. And Lore, she already regrets it, but she feels like she has to. Next. Now, I'd love to stay and chat, but there's still a lot to do, and I really must get going. It was a pleasure meeting you. She picked up the files that she had dropped to the floor and walked off in the other direction. Okay. That was odd. Never mind that, Honora Rosalind. You're here, you made it. Just focused on getting these bags to your dorm. My dorm. It still feels weird to say that. Like this is all just a dream. Like I'm going to wake up any second now in my bed, still at home, and waiting to see if I got accepted in the most prestigious school in the United States. Go to your dorm and unpack your bags. Okay? Now, keep in mind the energy because I have a feeling that it's going to lower in this episode. Yep, it lowered. Dorm. Hallway. My dorm. It's definitely a high-end room, but I still can't believe how simple and homely looking it is. I was expecting golden handles and hand-carved wood. Wait a minute. It's definitely a high-end room, but I still can't believe how simple and homey looking it is. I was expecting golden handled and hand-carved wood. And to think I was actually worried. Worried about what? Who the hell said that? I jumped, startled by the sudden sound, but quickly swiveled around to see the girl with long red hair walking into my room. Without being invited in, I might add. What? I'm guessing I had my door open, so I'm going to give her the benefit of that. What? Oh, nothing. What? Oh, nothing. I just thought this room would be more extravagant. I know, right? It's just so plain. Thankfully, we're allowed to decorate in any way we want. I mean, there's no way I'm going to leave my walls with that awful wallpaper. I'm sorry, who are you? I didn't bother correcting her. Excuse me, I'm Carolina Navakia. Am I saying that right? The greatest up-and-coming model of the year. Not to mention the hottest student on campus. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Alright. Fine, I'm going to cuss. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, bitch. Her gaze seemed to survey me as she looked me up and down. I got the sudden urge to comfort myself. And you are? Oh, my name's Honora Rosalind. New student, huh? How did you know? Please, everybody in the school already knows me. Besides, you look like you have no clue what you're doing. That last bit wasn't completely wrong. Well, it's nice to meet you, Carolina. I'm assuming those bags in the hallway are yours. Is your dorm the one next door? Yes, and that's why I'm here. I do not tolerate shitty neighbors. The last one we had blasted his heavy metal music up until 1 in the morning every Thursday. Next. Once I was done with him, he regretted it a lot. Her glare intimidated me more than I'd like to admit. Whoa. Okay, look. I promised I'm really not going to. She held up a finger, stopping me mid-sentence, and I watched as she pulled out a phone and gasped. Oh God, look at the time. Her mood had changed almost instantly. I really should be going now. Things to do and hearts to break, you know. Oh, and if you happen to see a girl with short brown hair who goes by the name of Naha, tell her I'm looking for her. With a flip of her hair, she turned and walked out of the room, a sway in her hips that was hard to miss, but could still pass as natural. I'm going to end up with a huge headache today. I just know it. Sorry, all that aside, I should go and explore this place while I can. Don't want to get myself lost in the hallways once school starts tomorrow. Talk to some students. Alright, what you want to do is go here. I just turned the corner into another hallway. I collided headfirst with a warm mask, instinctively reaching out and grabbing it to steady myself. A mask with green eyes, blonde hair, and really muscular arms. Hey, an embarrassing squeak left my mouth as I quickly let go of him and took a step back. Sorry. Don't worry. I was just a bit lost in thought. Are you a new kid? Yeah, I'm Honora Rosalind. Sorry for throwing us both to the ground. Again, don't worry, I'm as sturdy as I look. My name's Alistair. Alistair! I turned to see a tall, lean boy with dark black hair. You only need black hair. With dark black hair, walking briskly towards us. Hey man, I've been looking for you. There's still a ton of stuff to do before this afternoon. We should really get going. Oh. He stopped speaking upon noticing my presence. Hello. Hi, I'm Honora Rosalind. I extended my hand for him to shake. Tadashi Nahako, Student Council President and a member of the Business, Commerce, and Politics Department. Pleasure to meet you. His handshake was solid and confident. The pleasure's all mine. I'm just looking around trying to familiarize myself with the layout of this place. I've completely forgot how huge it was. Well, don't let us stop you. Alistair and I need to take care of some stuff anyway. What? I was just on my way to the gym. What are you talking about, man? I told you this yesterday. You can go to the gym after we're done. Next. That will throw off my whole schedule. Why don't you go and start on your own? I'll catch up with you after my morning workout. Next. He looks... I'm going to leave without saying anything. It is not our business. Well, is every room in this place incredibly huge? With it being such a huge cafeteria, there was nobody in it apart from myself and a few workers that were behind the counter. And a girl with short brown hair who was messing with her blouse. Wait, maybe that's the girl Carolina was looking for. I quickly approached her. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. She's too busy dealing with that stain on her shirt to notice me. Excuse me. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I just spilled coffee all over my shirt. I can't. She sighed, dropping her hands from their an instant, scrubbing against the fabric. It's no use, it's ruined. Why don't you try washing it with baking soda? That might actually work now that you mention it. It always does the job for me. Honora Rosalind. In any case, I'm Neha, and you? I don't think I met you before. I'm Honora Rosalind. I'm new here, actually. I ran into a girl called Carolina, who was looking for someone with your description. Do you know her? Wait, what? Carolina was looking for me? Why didn't you start with that? She began to clean up the remains of her breakfast, stood up to throw them out. Has it been long since you spoke with her? Did she say what she wanted? It's about this afternoon. Not that long ago, and no, she didn't say what she... The words haven't fully left my mouth before she was dashing out of the cafeteria. Wanted from you. Nice to meet you too. Now, I know these areas wasn't, like, open when I first did them. Art studio. So, back here, I believe it's classroom 1. Nope, classroom 2. A boy with short red hair was sitting in one of the desks, working on his laptop. He didn't hear me come in. Let's hope it works this time. He was mumbling furiously, typing on his keyboard. His eyes red, and eyebrows knitted together. After a few seconds of going over the contents of his screen, he pressed the enter screen, an anxious look on his face. Come on, work with me. I was barely able to catch a glimpse of movement at his laptop. Something I couldn't quite decipher changed on his screen, and the boy jumped, letting out a tiny cry of victory. Yes! Next. Now he owes me big time. I felt like I was intruding and turned my heel to leave when the boy noticed me and cleared his throat. Can I help you? His face reddened slightly, and I figured he had not expected anyone to catch him in his moment of glory. Way to be a creep, Honora Rosalind. No, I was just looking around the school. I'm Honora Rosalind. I quickly moved forward and offered my hand to shake. Tegan, I'm from the Pure and Applied Sciences Department. He shook my hand. I glanced at the screen. My curiosity getting the best. What are you working on, if you don't mind me asking? His eyes widened slightly, and he quickly minimized the window and replaced it with a generic spreadsheet. It's just some school stuff, which I should get back to. I need to finish this before noon. Oh, I nodded, focusing my gaze on the floor. Are you wearing mismatched socks? Yeah, I have another pair just like it. I burst out laughing, causing Tegan to jump slightly and look up from his laptop. I'm sorry. It took me a moment to get that, but good one. I smiled. Thanks. I'm going to take a wild guess and say not a lot of people get that joke. Well, it was nice meeting you, Tegan. I should get going now. Yeah, you too. Heads up! I looked to see a dark-skinned girl kicking a soccer ball straight at me. Moving as if on auto mode, I stopped. I took a step back and then moved my leg to kick it as hard as I could back to its owner. Nice, you got a good kick there. You play? Not really. You should give it a try then. I mean, if you play as good as you kick. You think so? Totally. Name's Rickle, and as you might have noticed, football's what I live for. Honora Rosalind, athletic department then? The one and only, which reminds me I don't have a lot of time to practice today. Something's important I have to do this afternoon, so I really should get going. See you, kid. She walked away without waiting for a reply. Soccer ball tucked under her arm. Kid. Everyone here seems to have things to do later today. I wonder if there's something that I don't know about. Anyway, I should go back to exploring the school. And a loud clunking noise immediately drew my attention to one of the corners of the room, where a girl stood sorting through what appeared to be scraps of metal. She stopped upon noticing me. Hi, I don't think I've seen you around here before. Are you new? Yeah, I just got here. I'm Honora Rosalind. Nice to meet you, Nora. I'm Ellie Collins, president of the Robotics Club. Robotics, so you're in the Pure and Applied Robotics Club? Think it might be possible for me to join? I think we're at club capacity right now, but I'll be sure to let you know if we have space next year, if you're still interested. In any case, I really should get back to finishing this, but you're welcome to stick around and watch if you want. Stay and watch. I stayed around a little longer, watching Ellie transform the scraps of metal into some sort of contraption that I honestly could not make heads or tails out of. So, any advice for a newbie like me? She giggled. Well, aside from its prestige, massive funding, and crazy amounts of pretentiousness, Arlington Academy is like any other school out there, you know. Be yourself. Don't let people intimidate you, and if you break any rules, don't get caught. Oh, and watch out for Coach Davidson's gym classes. He's crazy. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome. I got to get going. I'm going to explore this place a little more before classes. Nice to meet you, Ellie. Likewise. Holy, this place must have every type of plant there is in the world. Only about 100 of them, actually. I turned around to see a girl with long blonde hair kneeling in front of one of the large rectangular pots. Oh, hi, didn't think there was anyone else in here. It's okay. It's easier for me to pass unnoticed. It's easy to miss you if you squat in a corner like that. It doesn't mean that you're unnoticeable, though. Thank you? Well, I'm kind of new here, and I was just looking around the place. Sorry if I interrupted you or anything. I'm Honora Rosalind, by the way. It's alright. I was just looking through the school's medical herbs. Pleased to meet you, Honora. Rosalind. Honora, I'm Claire. A small ringing sound suddenly came from one of Claire's pockets, startling us both. She took out her phone and looked at her screen before shutting the alarm off. Oh my, it's almost time. Next. I have to go now, but it was nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too. She stood up to dust herself off and then left the garden with a small wave in my direction. Go finish exploring. Okay. Hey, Honora. Tadashi, what? How long have you been wandering through the halls? Why haven't you taken your student ID picture at the gymnasium yet? My what? No one told you, of course. He sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose between his fingers. I swear sometimes I wonder how the school hasn't gone up in flames yet. Tadashi? Right. You're supposed to be at the gym taking your student picture right now. Okay. In the beta, he starts cussing out Serena, about to call them some really nasty names. And our character cuts him off. Next. So run to your room, put on your uniform, and then run to the gymnasium and take your picture. Otherwise, it's going to end up being more paperwork for me. Wait, I have to take a picture now? Yes, but you don't understand, do you? You are an Arlington student now. Next. Your file, your skills, your competencies, and all of this represents Arlington Academy. From now on, the mission is going to be advertised all those things to help you succeed. The file will be used by the top people of your field. We are talking world-class masters, universities, and companies. It would be a cornerstone of your reputation as someone who represents Arlington Academy and all that it stands for. It will be compared with others and will show your official ranking, your strengths and your weaknesses, as well as your academic and professional history. It is a comprehensive guide on who you are. Oh my god, Tadashi? What do you mean by ranking? And of course, no one told you about this either. I swear to God, the senior students in charge of showing you around should really step up their game. I can't keep picking up after their Tadashi, I don't mean to interrupt, but... Oh, sorry, I'm just a little stressed out. Well, you see, at the end of each school year, Arlington Academy gives every student a ranking. This ranking is essentially your position as a student relatively to everyone else. They take into account your grades, your extracurricular activities, your professional work, your skills, the awards you've gotten, and all that jazz. Next. If you make it into the top 50, you're in the bronze tier. If you make it to the top 20, you're in the silver tier. If you make it to the top 10, you've reached the gold tier. All students aim to reach at least the top 50, as it automatically places you as higher than average. However, to keep your scholarship, you'll need to make it into the top 20. Honora. What? I knew I had to work hard to keep my scholarship, but how in the world will I be able to compete with the top 20 best students in the entire country? Being in gold tier is one of the highest achievements possible here. You will get recruited offers from many universities and businesses trying to get you into their inner circle. Celebrities and established professionals will want to mentor you. Next. It's an elite status granted to only the best. Tadashi, if you don't mind me asking, what rank are you? You can see for yourself by checking my school file. I'm number 1. Are you kidding me? He says this so nonchalantly too. Wait, what do you mean I can check your school file? Isn't that private? Oh no, every student and faculty member will have access to your file for reference purposes, so you better make it good. For reference purposes? What does that even mean? Oh god, that's too much. You can't screw around with this, Honora. Your file isn't merely a file, it's an integral part of your time here at the Academy. Next. But to build your file, they need your picture. Something about this made me extremely anxious. Everything at Arlington was so meticulously planned, so serious. Now hurry up and go. He turned around without giving me a chance to ask him anything else. Oh God. I spent the whole day moving boxes and running around, and now I'm supposed to take a picture? And that picture is going to be seen by the entire school along with every single piece of information about me. God, I need a nap to process all this. But I better go back to my dorm and put my uniform on and freshen up. I took a glance at myself in the mirror and groaned. It will have to do. Okay. Please tell me nope, they didn't take off the jacket. As I entered the gym, I saw two other students in line to take their picture. Hey, look who it is. You're taking your picture too, new kid? Yeah. Hi, Raquel. Yeah, I took a little too long looking around the school. What about you and Claire? I knew Raquel would forget, so I tried to find her after you and I spoke, but I forgot that to say which practice day. So, both of us ended up being late. Sorry. Hey, no. It wasn't your fault. I'm the one who keeps forgetting this stuff. At least we're all here now. They both smiled at me. Exactly. It only took a couple of minutes for the guy to take our picture, and before long, Raquel was asking me to join her and Claire in the garden. Turns out Claire was an expert at all things plant-related. You think hearing about all the properties of each individual plant in the garden would be boring. But Claire's clear enthusiasm and Raquel's hilarious inputs every now and then. That was the dog coming down the stairs, and Raquel's hilarious inputs every now and then made the experience surprisingly fun. We ended up talking until night had fallen, and it was then that we reluctantly decided that it was time to head back to the dorms. When I got back to my dorms, I realized how exhausted I was. All I wanted was to go to bed. This really wasn't what I was expecting for my first day here. The amount of information was overwhelming. And the students just seemed like they come from a completely different world. The school's ranking system, I can't believe I have to make it to the top 20 to stay. It's going to be hard. I'm going to have to put in many hours of work per week. No time to fool around. I might not have time to make friends either. The thought made me somewhat sad. But can I really go through the rest of my high school days like this? Slaving away to make it into the silver tier? I should get some rest. Classes start tomorrow, and I need to be ready for them if I am to make it high into the rankings. I took off my uniform and slipped into my pajamas, not even bothering to finish unpacking all my bags. I yawned and drew the covers over my body and rested my head on my pillow. For some reason, I couldn't help but feel like I was forgetting something important. But I was too tired to think. I'll figure it out in the morning. The next day, I woke up suddenly as the sun touched my face. Oh my God, what time is it? I reached for my phone and my heart nearly stopped when I saw the time. Oh no. Classes started 5 minutes ago. I jumped out of bed and rushed to put on my uniform. I can't freaking believe this. End of chapter 1. Alright. Now there's going to be subtle differences between it, like on which ending you got. But if you were able to, like, the best way to get the highest infinity is by giving them points that they like. In all actuality, I have a high points with, I think, almost everyone except for these two. And to get these two, you have to say neutral things to everyone and talk to these two. The achievements for this one, nope, we're not going over that yet because I don't know which ones came first. But next time recording will be of chapter 2. I'll see you then.